Um, Something else that happened as part of all this was The Rock. I think he also shared that the world needs heroes thing on like his personal Instagram. And in the description for that, what did he say, Brett? What
You
did he
know,
promise us?
he said this line. I don't know if you've heard it before, but I think it's that the power hierarchy of the DC universe is about to change.
Yes, the hierarchy of power. I don't know if you've heard of this, folks, but
Yeah, I don't know if
according
you
to
ever
Dwayne
if you've seen him
Johnson,
tweet that or say it
yeah,
every year
you
forever.
think he says it just like in passing, like just involuntarily, like he's out at the breakfast buffet,
He's just
and he's
all
like,
the
"Can you
time.
pass the ketchup?" By the way, the hierarchy of power in
The
DC is about.
hierarchy of power of the DZ about to change.
Yeah, he brings that up a lot, but it actually got me thinking. That must mean something. Let's think about it. All right, let's actually
Right.
break down this idea of the hierarchy of power in the DC universe. I'll start by asking you, if you had to look at the DCEU, which basically began in 2013 with the Man of Steel, up to now, what would you say has been the central focus, the central power of the DC Universe movies up to now?
Right. Well, I mean, it would depend. I think if you're looking at individuals or groups, and I'll
Yeah.
explain why quickly. But I mean, if you're going solo, I guess like Superman's top dog right now, right? It's that he's the top of the power hierarchy. But then the way I was thinking it too is he could be talking about the Justice League as a whole because we know in Black Adam we're going to be seeing the Justice Society, and maybe
Mm-hmm.
he's saying that those ancient, heroes, because they've been, Hawkman, him, Doctor Fate,
Yeah.
been around for a real long time. Maybe they're really the strongest heroes, the ones from like the, not Golden
Mm-hmm.
Age, or I don't know, I guess Golden Age that came before. So
Yeah.
I wonder, but I guess Superman. But then the way I also think of it too is you think about Flash's contribution during the Justice League,
Yeah.
um, especially in the new one where you really see his powers go off. I mean, he can alter like he can upend reality and like time travel, so that's
Yeah.
kind of powerful too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know where you go with that, but yeah, I guess you would think that. So is he just saying? He's coming in, he's more powerful now, and then he wants to just keep talking that until he finally gets to,
Yeah.
rough it up with Superman.
See, here's what I think.
Yeah,
Here's what I think. Because he's been bringing up this hierarchy of power thing for like at least 3, 4 years. He's been bringing it up when talking about this Black Adam thing. And I don't think it's so much a literal discussion of powers about who's got the most, the biggest abilities. I think
sure,
it's more so about like who's the boss of the DCEU? Who are the main characters? What has been the focus? And in my mind, that's the Justice League, the overall thing, because all of those first few movies were about setting up the Justice League, right? Man of Steel, BVS, even Suicide Squad. It happened in the shadow of Superman's death and was originally meant to sort of pay off with Steppenwolf and all that sort of stuff. But like, you know, the early focus was getting to this Justice League concept, and they've been the primary focus, if you will, of the
sure,
DCEU up to this point. And I think what he's been trying to get at, because, well, A, because it suits him to promote it this way, but B, he's also been behind the scenes knowing that like things are about to change anyway. Like, the focus is about to change. And he's trying to basically point out that like the focus of the DC universe is going to be shifting in a major way after this year.
mm,
And that the stuff that he's planning with Black Adam and the Justice Society, like that's the stuff we're going to be talking about moving forward. The stuff that comes out of these next few movies, the entire power structure of DC on film as we know it is going to shift towards a new, flock of characters. So instead
sure,
of focusing so much on Justice League, there's going to be a new crop of characters for you to focus on. And I think his Black Adam saga, whatever he's mapped out there, is going to be a pretty big deal because we know he's trying to have a clash against Superman. We know he's including the Justice League. We know Black Adam eventually has to do something with Shazam.
right,
So I have a feeling too that like one of the big surprises in the Flash is that Black Adam will factor in somehow towards the end. I feel like the Flash is going to set us up for everywhere we're going next. And I feel like they don't want to mention that just yet because the movie's not out. They don't want to spoil that. But I feel like if the Flash is going to really sort of chart the course for where we go next, I think it'll be interesting if like Black Adam, there's some sort of Black Adam tease that's part of the Flash film. You know?
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt that. Another theory I was thinking too is that, with The Rock being who he is, Dwayne Johnson, and them signing him, I'm assuming for multiple films, and how he's been talking up his character, like you said, the Clash of Superman. Maybe by also the power hierarchy is he's kind of hinting that he's gonna maybe be the big bad like a few films from now, and that might lead for the next Justice League team up. Like he could be like the new Thanos. Like we get the origin story with Black Adam. He has the anti-hero persona with the Justice Society. Yeah. And I guess maybe we see him go down a dark path. We see him again in Shazam, have a big fight there, but he doesn't get killed. Maybe he gets away or something like that, or gets locked up. And then eventually he breaks out. And it's almost like the way I look at it is, even though I think he's a bigger deal than Loki, but he's like the Loki. Like he appeared in a few movies and then he becomes the guy to kind of like, usher in like this next big giant battle where we need the whole Justice League involved. So that could be his thing too, is that like I'm about to gain so much power, like no one's been able to stop me.
Yeah,
we know.
I think it's both metaphorical. I think it's metaphorical and physical. I think Black Adam is about to become like a central point in DC on film and where they go next, especially if if they reverse engineered most of Black Adam's plans to get him to fight Superman. I have a feeling that that's really what he's talking about the focus on him and how important and pivotal Black Adam is going to be to where DC on film goes next.
Yeah.
So
I was even going to say too, I don't know if you ever noticed, but when he was a wrestler, he used to always say he was the most electrifying man in sports entertainment. And it's funny that he's playing Black Adam now, who is a big lightning bolt and it has like electric powers. Yeah. He kind of like predetermined his own destiny.
He kind of did. So he called his shot. He called his shot, if you will.